Wow. Rainbow Rocks. This movie was freaking amazing. That movie was awesome. I enjoyed it very much. The Silver Devil liked it. It was good. I went in there with my Rainbow Dash shirt, sat down and enjoyed the movie. Alright, so, like my Season 4 finale review, this will have spoilers. So, spoiler alert. Alright, so the movie starts in a diner. Everyone's in the diner, and you see the three main antagonists. The three main girls, the bad guys. And they're singing and take a bit of energy, and it's in their little crystal thing. And, you know, they're weak, saying that their banishment sucks. And then that's when they see the equestrian magic that Twilight and her friends used against Sunset Shimmer. That's when they saw it. So then, you know, the song starts playing, the credits, opening credits. Then it starts off everyone in Canterlot High doing the flyers. You know how you saw the clip in YouTube doing the flyers. And Sunset Shimmer tries to help the CMCs, and they're like, no thanks. And everyone's giving her that look after what happened last year. And she's friends with the main six, well, main five, since Twilight is, you know, not there. So, you know, she feels bad about, you know, all the stuff she did last year with Fall Formal. And then they're practicing for their thing, and then Flash Sentry comes in, and he says, oh, it's Twilight here? And they're like, oh, sorry, Twilight, we don't know when Twilight's coming back. But, you know, they have the Anthro powers, it's still there every time they use the rock and roll thing. They have rainbow powers, and the ears, and the, you know, long hair and stuff, and they wonder why it happens. And then Sunset Shimmer shows the girls who enter Canterlot the new stuff, and they come in, they see everything, and then they go into lunch, and, you know, they tell everybody, battle of the bands, and start singing or whatever. That song was good, by the way. Everyone starts fighting, and negative energy everywhere, and they start draining it, and, you know, they start draining it, except for the main, you know, others, Sunset Shimmer and the main six or five, whatever, doesn't drain it from them. I assume that since they're protected by the magic, since the equestrian magic stayed, they're probably protected by it, and it didn't affect them, but it's affected everyone else. It was nice because Octavia was there, Bon Bon and Lyra were there, DJ Pom 3 was there, which was awesome. So, Sunset Shimmer said, alright, we're gonna need some help. I have this book that Celestia gave me that I can write to her in case blah blah blah. So, she used that to write it, and then we go back to Ponyville, back to the Ponyverse, and we get to see Twilight's castle. So I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is after Tirek and stuff like that. So, you know, we get to see the inside of it, and then the book starts, you know, moving, glowing and stuff, and Twilight reads it, and it turns out Sunset Shimmer needs her help because something's going on, and they're talking about the sirens, the girls, and Twilight read through the book, turns out that there are these evil sirens back in Equestria. They used to take magic, people's magic, and Starskull the Bearded defeated them and sent them to the dimension that they're in now, human dimension, and that they're banished there. And it turns out, you know, they got to the school to get stronger, steal people's energy, and use to have better voices and stuff. So Twilight knows he has to go there. Only one problem is that the portal isn't working because, you know, it's 30 moons. So what she did is she took the energy of the book, in which Sunset Shimmer was writing to her, used that energy, made a portal with a mirror she had. It's all this complicated crap, and her and Spike went in there. And they're back. And she's there, everyone's back. Sunset Shimmer tries helping her up, and she just looks at her like, okay. She just gave her this glare like, why are you helping me? And it was mad funny, it was hilarious. So yeah, they start talking about it, and she said, oh, okay, I know who these girls are. They're sirens from Equestria, they're evil, and blah, 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 and they're going to try to take everyone's energy. So, Twilight decided, oh, I got it, I'll do some research in the library and fall asleep there again. And Pinkie Pie's like, no, you should have a sleepover at my house. So they all have a sleepover, and they take selfies and crap. I'm just like, what the heck? Rarity's taking a selfie, a picture with, I think it was Rainbow Dash and Sunset. They took a freaking selfie. I was like, ha, they're taking a selfie. It was hilarious. So, you know, Twilight had to come up with a new song for them, for their band, and she's having a hard time coming up with it. And so as they're sleeping, she goes into the kitchen, tries to do it, and you see Maud Pie. Yes, you see Maud Pie as a human. I was like, oh my god, it's Maud! And she was like, Boulder's hungry. I was like, yeah, yes, it's Maud. I was so happy to see Maud again. It was awesome. So, they try to come up with stuff for the band, and then they notice that during the trials, everyone's arguing with each other. Oh, I'm better than blah, 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 which gives the Sirens the energy, and they corrupted Principal Celestia and Principal Luna. So, they have the glowing eyes like they mind-controlled them and whatnot. So, they still have a hard time coming up with the verse and stuff, so when Twilight starts singing, it's like the worst thing ever. She's like, oh, she's like, oh, God. I'm thinking to myself, you sang before, and now out of nowhere you just completely suck. But whatever. So, you sucked, they just said, alright, we have to come up with this as soon as we can, or else they're going to take everyone's energy and, take over. So, Battle of the Bands come, the trials come, everyone tries out and whatever. Then the Rain Booms come in, that's the name of their band, of the main 6 band, Rain Booms. They come in, they have a hard time, they all start arguing and fighting. Like, oh, Rainbow Dash did this, blah, 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 it's all important to her, blah, 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 blah. So they started fighting, and it was going nowhere. But eventually they won, and they were confused. They were like, huh? How did we win? We did terrible. So it was them up against the Sirens. So near the final act, when they were Battle of the Bands, it was them versus the Sirens. They got trapped by Trixie in this thing because Trixie wanted to win. So they were trapped there for a bit, and then Spike helped them out, thanks to DJ Palm 3. She was the only one that didn't get corrupted because she always had her headphones on. So yeah. She helped them, saved them. They all got in their, rock and roll thing. They all started rocking. While the Sirens started singing, they got stronger, they grew wings and stuff. I'm like, oh crap, it's getting real. They got these wings that started floating, their eyes were glowing red. And then the main 6 started singing and stuff, like, they started singing. Da, 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 da. And the Sirens were like, oh, alright, they want us, let's go. They started, then their actual forms started coming out. They look like these, like, seahorse kind of things, or whatever. And they're around there while the others were singing and stuff, and they're blasting music to each other. It was like, it was like that episode of Regular Show with the tape recorder, and yeah, it was like that. So, the Sirens were getting the upper hand, and Twilight was singing her best and whatever. He dropped the mic, because of the music, because the blast of the Sirens was so loud. The mic rose to Sunset Shimmer. She grabs it. Then Twilight said, Sunset Shimmer, you have to help us. And then Sunset Shimmer starts singing and stuff, and it's going to get awesome. She picks up Twilight, everyone else gets up, and start doing that. And Sunset Shimmer becomes Anther, like them, gets my ears and stuff, and it's awesome. Like, oh my gosh, she's one of them too. It's awesome, amazing. So, they finally blast them, boom! Destroy their necklaces, and they're just regular girls who can't sing now. They suck at singing. So that happened. They won. Twilight returned back. Funny, because the only part we saw in Ponyville was the part where, she got the message, but other than that, she just returned home. That was it. Then we stayed in the human world with the others. And Sunset Shimmer joined the band. Their friends, they hugged, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, she becomes a bass guitar, something like that. She's good with the guitar, so she joins them. And she writes to Twilight now, since Twilight's the princess of friendship, so she writes to her from time to time now. And, that was it. Credits. So, I stayed for the credits, and then after credits, once the credits were over, they showed a scene where somebody was putting, stuff together. I was like, oh, is this Twilight? And then she said, yep, there's something wrong, there's something going on in the school, Spike. And it turns out that was the Twilight from the human world. That was the Twilight. I was like, oh, so that's where she was this whole time. Quite frankly, I loved it. It was a good movie. The Sirens were good. The music was good. It was nice seeing Sunset Shimmer again. Twilight came back. I was happy. Spike was there. It was nice seeing Octavia. I saw Octavia. She actually spoke, which was awesome. She said something. I was like, yes! She talked! It was nice seeing Maud Pie. It was awesome. I love the movie. I can't wait to watch it again. Definitely going to get it for DVD. I gave this movie a 10 out of 10. It was amazing. Is it better than the first one? Yes. I'm not saying the first one was bad. I love the first one. But the second one is it's amazing. I hope they come out with a third. That was amazing. That was awesome. So, that's it, people. 10 out of 10. Loved the movie. Can't wait to see it again. The music was good. The villains were awesome. Everything was awesome. So that was it, everyone. That's my review. Loved it. And I will watch it again soon. So, later. Say bye-bye, Applejack.